Washington, D.C. history was just made. President Zelensky met face-to-face with Donald Trump and European leaders in a dramatic push to end the Ukraine war. The meeting is over, but the fallout is only beginning.
As Zelensky landed in Washington, D.C., the Trump regime demanded that Zelensky wear a suit. They said, "You're not coming to the White House unless you wear a suit." Zelensky's answer, he's wearing a t-shirt because he is a wartime president, actually engaged in courageous acts, defending his people, and he doesn't bend the knee to the fascist Trump regime, just like he doesn't bend the knee to the fascist Putin regime. Now,
that image defined the summit. Zelensky refusing to bend, not to Putin, not to Trump. Inside the White House, Trump floated security guarantees, but Zelensky's message was blunt. Ukraine will not give up land. The confrontation was direct, heated, and it set the tone for everything that followed.
Zelensky delivered a very strong message. Zelensky says it is impossible. Take it off the table. We are not giving Donbass to Putin. We are not ceding territory. If you think we're coming here to the United States to give up chunks of Ukraine, you have a big mistake, Kellogg. You are utterly mistaken, Donald. Let me deliver this rude awakening. I'm here with Europe. We want strong security guarantees, and we've always said that we're ready for a ceasefire, but we are not giving up chunks of Ukraine, you idiots.
That was Zelensky's rude awakening for Trump. No deals, no territorial concessions, no surrender. The European leaders who joined him in Washington backed that stance, standing shoulder to shoulder with Kiev.
We're not going to focus on all of that stuff. We're going to focus on this. Are they going to stop fighting or not? And what it's going to take to stop the fighting. And what it's going to take to stop the fighting, if we're being honest and serious here, is both sides are going to have to give, and both sides should expect to get something from this. And that's a very difficult thing to do. It's very difficult because Ukraine obviously feels, harmed, and rightfully so, because they were invaded. And the Russian side, because they feel like they've got momentum in the battlefield and frankly don't care. Don't seem to care very much about how many Russian soldiers die in this endeavor. They just churn through it.
And here's where the divide is clear. Zelensky calls land for peace impossible. Rubio and Trump's team insist compromise is the only way forward. For Ukraine, that sounds like surrender by another name. For Russia, it's an invitation to keep pressing.
This is such a stupid media narrative that they're coming here tomorrow because Trump is going to bully Zelensky into a bad deal. We've been working with these people for weeks on this stuff. They're coming here tomorrow because they chose to come here tomorrow. We invited them to come. We invited them to come. The president invited them to come.
Rubio may dismiss it as a stupid media narrative, but the reality is undeniable. Washington is split. Some call this summit the first real step toward peace. Others see it as pressure on Ukraine to trade away blood-soaked land for shaky promises of protection. What happens next will decide the fate of Europe's biggest war since World War II. Zelensky left Washington without giving an inch. Trump left insisting a deal is close. The only question whose version of peace will define the future? Let me know your thoughts below.